So I was texting my brother. My brother asked me, how was I doing? And I gave him an honest answer. I said, bro, I'm changing. And I don't say that like in a form of procrastination. I'm not saying it like I'm changing, bro. Like I'm gonna change or like it's something that I'm looking forward to doing. It's more of like an observation. Uh Something I'm noticing that's happening. And a lot of people that's been around me that's kind of close to me, they said they noticed that something's a little off. Like I'm not really myself. And I feel fine. But I am changing. I am changing because I learned a valuable lesson about vulnerability. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Don't be an open book to people that's not on the same page as you. You're going to set yourself up to be hurt. So I'm going to be talking a lot about, I guess, some of those things that took place and having to be honest with myself, chasing all the wrong thing, yeah. Chasing all the wrong thing, yeah. Chasing all the wrong things, yeah. I've been out here, chasing all the wrong things. Welcome to another episode of the Tutson Interruption. My name is Trey Tutson. We are here again at Don Oscar Cigars. Man, for those of you that care, I apologize for the delay of these episodes. Dog, I couldn't get nothing to work, man. I couldn't get anything to work. And it was just whack, dog. Like, none of the audio, I couldn't get anything to work. So I've been having to figure stuff out. And this is what happens. When you don't have an Indian or Asian intern and you relying upon your American brain to get shit done, it's probably not going to happen. It's probably not going to get done. So, yeah, man, I think, So, if you're seeing this, there's a lot I got to cover. It's a lot I need to go through. So this might be a lengthy episode. I'm not quite sure. I might break it up. I think I might break it up. I might break it up into a couple of episodes. That way I can make up for it, be on schedule. You know what I mean? But anyway, thank you all for all of you that purchased my album, Blissful. Thank you very much. All of you that came out to all the live shows. Things has happened, but I've had a lot of things take place in my life that is really changing me. Like, it's crazy. Like, I'm about to just grow up right before people's eyes, I think. Well, the people that's near me. But, I thought about something, man. Like, people ask questions about your career and things of that nature. And I always express to people that, I'm unknown. I don't have a fan base. So all my laughs is earned. I ain't got no built-in laughs. I ain't got no laughs based off excitement. I don't have no laughs based off of no shit that got to do with me and my name and presence. I got to bring it. For the most part, I've been bringing it. So let's try to backtrack through everything. So highs and lows. Let's get some of the news out of the way first. Should we just get rid of the Coast Guard at this point? Maybe not, because they was looking for that submarine that had already blew up, which felt a little sketchy. That whole thing has just been chaotic. It's been chaotic in a way. That whole situation, man, it was getting so much news coverage. I was telling people what's wild is that 750 people, they boat had capsized near Greece. 750 people. And the coverage for that shit was terrible. It looked like somebody had recorded that shit on a Samsung flip phone. It was like terrible quality footage. It looked like this podcast, the way that they had covered the footage of that shit. It was all dusty and foggy and scratchy. You was just like, what the fuck? You was like looking at it like that. What the fuck is going on? Why is that looking like that? And it was all messed up. But it was 750 broke people. Nobody really didn't really give a fuck and didn't really want to cover that shit. And them five folks, $250,000 to go view the Titanic. Them 750 people probably didn't have $250,000 put together. Shit, I think the boat they was on cost less than the fee for that trip to go see the Titanic. It just sounded like a setup, though, altogether. The whole shit sounds like a setup, you know? Would you like to go see the Titanic? Would you like to go view a failed mission? The irony in that death. How did your dad die? My dad died on a failed mission to go view a failed mission. That's some sad shit right there, boy. That's some sad business. But, you know, it's hard to feel bad when rich people go through shit. It's hard. It's hard to... You can only really, like, empathize or sympathize with people that's in the same tax bracket as you. Once you make more money than me, it's hard to give a fuck. It's the truth. It's why people treat celebrities and athletes and just famous people the way they treat them in general. They go, motherfucker, you have it all. We remove the human element out of it. But, I mean, there's a lot of comics that just keep making the same hacky-ass fucking jokes over and over. White people. Wasn't no black people on there. What that white people be doing? White people, stay out the water, white people. White, and that shit wasn't race-based or color-based. I mean, it happened to be that all those people on there were white. But it's particular. It's just crazy rich people shit. Just crazy rich people shit. This is what you do when you got a lot of money and you don't really know what to do with it. And opportunities come up where you get to be a part of some shit that everybody else not going to be a part of, that other people can't relate to. That's all it's about. It's about being first. When you got money, you're not even thinking about the shit that you like to do. Doing what you like to do is an automatic. Of course you're going to get to do what you like to do, but can I go do some shit that other people are unlikely to do? Unlikely to even get the opportunity to do. And that shit ain't got nothing to do with money at all. I mean, not money. That shit ain't got nothing to do with race at all. That's a straight up money thing. Man, look. Did I say this before on the podcast? I might have said, I don't know. Y'all gotta keep in mind, I done recorded 3 of these motherfuckers that ain't came out yet because I couldn't get this shit figured out. They got $250,000 to go see the Titanic. That's some wild shit. I've done wild shit with less money. I've eaten some of the terriblest pieces of pussy for $80. You know what I mean? Like, I done wild shit when I think about it. If I had that money, I'd probably go see the Titanic. I probably would go down there and see it, or try to go see it or whatever. Hell yeah, because that's a flex. That's a flex for sure. I will say, all them people life insurance they all had life insurance policies. Which that guy's son that went to see Blink 182, man, when he got that news, he must have been on cloud 9. He must have been so excited. He must have just been like, look here, bitch. We finna be balling, bitch. He straight flexing on bitches at the Blink 182 concert. Look, bitch, when this shit over with, we gonna have enough money to have Blink 182 perform at our wedding. Bitch, we finna build our own Titanic. That's what we on right now. That's next level shit. But I don't think it's a race thing. I think it's a money thing. I mean, we got Kanye walking around with no fucking shoes on. Dressed up. But I digress. So, got a while. Happened to them. BET Awards popped off. Everybody was calling it ghetto and ratchet and all that shit. And people just shit on it. You know, man, the shit is finally black owned. I'm happy. Anything where a group of black people are smiling and having a good time, and there's a huge display and presentation of unity, I am all for that shit. I'm for that shit completely. Who gives a fuck? Like, that's all you've been seeing is people getting mad and pissy. And Bobby Jones. You know what pissed me off about Bobby Jones getting upset at, the shorty that was doing her song and everything, and my pussy pink and my booty hole brown and all that, whatever, just young person doing their thing. Bobby Brown, the black community is very, very known for being homophobic. It goes back, way back, man, Mandingo shit and all. It's all kind of shit to explain of why we're like that and uncomfortable with, not we, I'm just in the community. I don't give a fuck. I honestly love everybody. But why as a whole, when we fuck around like that? We've accepted your gay ass for years, Bobby Jones. Ain't nobody said nothing about you popping out with your shiny jackets and your flamboyancy at 8:30 in the morning on Sundays. Nobody said nothing. Has anybody ever seen Bobby Jones with a partner of any kind? I'm just saying, bro, we didn't accept it. We all know you gay. We all know you fucking everybody that come on that ever came on that show. You and Donnie McClurkin was sucking and fucking each other for years. And ain't nobody say shit, Bobby Jones. We let you be. You gonna open your stupid country ass mouth because you was right there. You shouldn't have you should have left. Soon as the gospel shit, you shouldn't even been there. You shouldn't even been there. You know what the fuck finna go down at the BET Awards. I just don't like, but that's classic Christian shit. That's classic Christian shit, is to sit back and judge and act like you ain't got your own debauchery you a part of. Stop hating, Bobby Jones. You probably mad. You so, and I don't even fucking want to say that, but you probably mad that she brought up pussy at all. He gay. That motherfucker gay. It ain't no hating shit. I don't care. It don't matter that he gay. Bobby Jones is shit. Bobby Jones had his show and put a lot of people on. Bobby shit. One of my favorite comics, Marcus D. Wiley. Got a big opportunity being on the Bobby Jones Gospel Hour way back in the Gap and stuff like that. But we all know Bobby Jones. We already know what's up. That's why he got mad, bro. Bobby Jones gay ass got mad and she, why you bringing pussy into this? Just talk about the booty hole. He probably mad he didn't bring up the color he used to see in the booty hole. It's like, bitch, you didn't mention red. All right, anyway. All right. So, they had that shit pop off. They busting rhymes and lifetime achievement award or whatever. I don't know not one, but I think I might know two. I don't know a whole Busta Rhymes song. Pastor Kavasi is one of my favorite songs. I said Busta. One of my favorite videos. That's a video that paid homage to Harlem Nights. In it. I like Pastor Kavasi. I like the song he did with Mariah Carey. Baby, if you give it to me, I give it to you. I know what you want. You know I got it, baby. If you give it to me. I love that song. I like Touch It was a classic. Because he was just going ham on that bitch. The remix was funny as hell. Yo, the funniest shit ever is the Touch It remix. If you get a chance, check out the Touch It remix. They had all these motherfuckers on there. Check out Lloyd Banks' verse. Lloyd Banks is a rapper, I believe, out of New York. Real raspy voice. He used to kind of rap like this. This is how he used to kind of rap. He would be rapping, and it would kind of sound like this. Right? And Lloyd Banks came on that bitch. So, on the Touch It song, everybody start off regular, right? They be starting off real low. And then the beat, and then it amps up. And then people be going ham on it. It's like everybody would amp up. Man, Lloyd Banks would hit his shit. And it sounded like he was hollering at his kids with the raspy voice. He was like, this nigga need to lay off the cigarettes. What, Lloyd Banks? Oh, I apologize to the audio listeners. I was relighting. If you was watching this shit on the video, you would see, and you'd be more understanding and empathetic to the silence that was brief. So, all that shit took place. So here's what happened with me. I've had a whirlwind of an experience. So the album had dropped. Album came out. Thank you to everybody. Got up to number 2 on iTunes. That was very beautiful. Very awesome. Parents ended up listening to the album. That was the best part about the album coming out, was my parents actually listened to it. Said they liked it. I don't think they. I think my dad probably liked it. I think my mom is lying. But that's neither here nor there. So we had shows. What happened? So I went to Austin, did some shows in Austin, drove out there to go do some shows out there in Austin, Tejas. I fucking love Austin, Texas. Love Austin, Texas. Might be my new home. Just might be. But I was driving out there and there was a lightning storm. Big lightning and thunderstorm that was happening out there. Was scared the shit out of me because I don't fuck with lightning. I don't. Thunder don't bother me at all. Thunder ain't really got no high body count. When you think about it, you ain't really heard of nobody suffering or dying, or you ain't really heard of no fatal thunder situations. Yeah, you ain't really never heard of that. But lightning, on the other hand, lightning has, no pun intended, shocked the shit out of some people. So, shocked the life out of them. And what I've never seen is, I've never seen them really interview nobody that's been struck by lightning. It has happened to them, but they ain't never really been no follow-up. And I don't know if it's because this shit is too graphic or what. I don't know what it is. I think when I forgot what grade I was in, but I was in a science class and they interviewed, and it could have been fake, but they supposedly interviewed 2 or 3 people that got struck by lightning. One motherfucker was like, fine. He was like, yeah, that shit came and them bolts hit me and I just was living my life and I was, hey, it is whatever, and I went on to the next day. Then they had one motherfucker, he was like just twitched out. He couldn't even do shit. He was like Michael J. Fox and that motherfucker. That nigga was just, he was just twitchy. He couldn't move and shit. For those of y'all listening, I was twitching around. You had the video, if you watched it, you would see that I was doing a whole lot of twitching. I was doing a lot of shaking up and down and back and forth as if I was playing Minesweeper with my head. So I like nervous as shit because the lightning was popping off and everything, and I just don't fuck with lightning. Lightning got too much damage on his track record. Thunder ain't got nothing. Thunder might set off a car alarm. Lightning will blow that bitch up. So I don't really fuck around, so I'm nervous as shit. So we went, we did some shows, met up with some friends, and went to this pizza place. And you know, it dawned on us that Mexican people, generally speaking, they like to eat pizza where there's also arcade games. Mexican families will fuck up a Gatti's or Gatti's, however you say it. They'll fuck that place up. If it ain't an air hockey machine near where the pizza's being made, Mexican people don't want it. They're like, nah, I'm good. I'll pass on that shit. You want me to eat that pizza, you better put some games in this bitch. So I went and did that. Then we did a show. I had a show in Bay City, Texas. I had never been. I think I'm piecing all this shit together. Yeah, okay. So then, no, that was later. The next day after I did the shows in Austin, I went and did. I went and did my buddy Harris's show. Great fucking show. Harris and I put on a great goddamn show. Sold some merchandise, fun crowd, did a whole new 50 minutes. That's none of the jokes is on the album. Brand new shit, doing all this stuff. The next day is Father's Day. So, you know, Father's Day is what it is. And I salute, man, everybody that's done it and all that shit. And it's people that got, like Father's Day, I don't talk to people that got bad relationships with their dads. I don't talk to them on Father's Day. I don't want to hear it. I feel offended. I'm like, you don't know what your daddy, a lot of people don't understand how they mamas are in relationships. Your daddy didn't stick around because it don't mean your mama ain't shit for life, but at the time that he was fucking around with her, she probably wasn't shit. Even if your daddy drifted off, and I tell you this shit, if your daddy left your mama and he started a new family, your mama wasn't shit. If you got younger siblings, hey man, it don't mean your mama ain't shit for life. It mean when he was fucking around with, he was like, even if your daddy like ended up fucked up, alcoholic, on drugs, guess what? Your mama drove him to that shit. That man was sober as fuck before he started fucking with. I tell you this, why all the times your daddy's sober, it's not with your mama. Your daddy sober as fuck before he meet your mama. Get with your mama. get fucked up on drugs and alcohol, leave your mama, get his shit together. Sound like this bitch drive motherfuckers drinking and carrying on. That's what old people call drugs. They call it carrying on. I mean, he was out there just smoking and fucking and carrying on. It's like, this nigga was on that work. If you carrying on, you was out there bad. So, Father's Day coming down. When Father's Day coming on, it's a big deal. We try to do the best we can for my dad, but my dad's classic man. He don't want shit. He don't want to do shit. But he wants you to make him feel important on this day. That shit's tricky. That's tough. It's tough to do that for somebody. So, we was like, you know what, man? We're going to take him out to eat. We're going to take him to do activity. So, we really wanted to be there for my dad this year because it was my grandfather passed away in February, which is my dad's father. And so this is my dad's first Father's Day without my grandfather. And this is his first year going through Mother's Day and Father's Day without both of his parents. Lost both his parents in 9 months. Tragedy. Feel for that guy. So, I was like, all right, man, we're going to make it happen. Pick a restaurant. My siblings put it on me to pick the restaurant. These dirty motherfuckers. Trey, you the foodie. Trey, you know where everything else is at. We want a place with a reservation. All right, cool. I'm cool with picking a place with a reservation. But the thing is that they don't understand that what you asking me to do, you asking me to go forth with a task that is almost impossible to complete. You want me to find a place that accept reservations in the daytime. Well, that's hard because the complete phrase, it ain't just reservations. It's dinner reservations. That's the whole phrase. It's dinner reservations, which means your ass has got to reserve a spot for dinner. Not after church lunch. But that's what the fuck they want me to find. I'm like, I can't find that shit. So they end up picking a place. We go in there. And we in the restaurant. We having a good time. My sister's bringing up the same shit, which I never understand why they keep asking my dad them type questions. Because they don't want to talk about the realness of the shit. They be asking my dad goofy shit. How did you know mom was the one? And my dad don't never really have an answer because the answer is heartbreaking. But I be trying to tell him, how did dad know mom was the one when he got this bitch pregnant in 1991? That's how he knew she was the one. He was like, oh, shit. I am panicked. I just told him, I said, man, do yourself a favor. Whenever you get a chance, find out about some of the women that dad was fucking with before he got mom pregnant. And then you tell me when he knew she was the one. Or you tell me if she was ever the one. She probably wasn't. So, but anyway, I'm glad they went forward with what they went through with. I wouldn't have life if they not. So we're going to make them feel special. They asking my dad good ass question. So we get ready to leave. My dad feeling good. Okay? We trying to make my brother, we doing our best to make my dad feel good. My dad's a huge Ice Cube fan. So we got him playing that cube. And we see him going to a whole different mode. We're like, oh, he a whole different dude with this cube on. Oh, shit. So, Pop's jamming the cube, doing his thing. And then out of nowhere, he go, man, take me to the mall. I'm finna go get me an outfit. And my thought is, what the fuck is he about to wear? What is the cube inspired? Is my dad finna come out with some Chuck Taylors and a Raiders hat? Is my dad about to come out with a fuck the police t-shirt? Like, what's about to actually happen? He say, no, man, take me to the mall. Now, I'm excited about this because I hadn't been in my dad is like, like I'll tell people, with the exception of how I look on this podcast, I'm a pretty fashionable guy. A lot of people have said that I dress nice, I look nice, I always look nice, dress nice, blah, blah, blah. I don't like when women tell me that shit. The honest truth, I was asexual for a long time. But as I've gotten older, I've become a very, very horny man. So everything is flirting to me. Everything is flirting to me. God damn it, you tell me my outfit look good, I'm assuming you want to take me out this goddamn outfit. So keep your goddamn compliments to yourself, bitch. All I want is salutes and head nods. You see me in the streets, just hit a nigga with one of them. So, but I'm excited to go to the mall because I haven't been to the mall with my dad in a long time. We haven't went shopping in a long time. Our schedule's busy and all kind of shit. So I'm like, oh man, it's gonna be like old times. So we go in the mall, and this is my chance to try to like influence him. Cause my dad, I'm a fashionable guy, but sometimes, I don't say sometimes, my dad don't agree with a lot of my clothes. And what I had on for Father's Day, I had on a leather outfit in the summer. And I'll probably never do that again because the stench that my body had built up, I couldn't really shake that shit off. It took a couple showers for me to just smell like Trey again. Man, but I wasn't sweating. That's the thing. Somebody said that, and I said some cocky shit. They was like, how are you sitting there with all that leather on and you not sweating? And I looked dead at them and said, because I'm a star. Now, I'm bullshitting, I'm joking, but think about it. Stars don't sweat in their clothes. You see stars have on the hottest shit. Tell me when you seen somebody sweaty at the Met Gala. Never. You ain't never gonna see nobody sweaty at the Met Gala ever. And everybody in there be dressed like living room furniture. Just thick patterns. So, thick fabrics on wild patterns. So, I'm like, all right, bet. So, I'm trying to influence my dad in the mall. I'm like, Dad, show your thighs, man. It's summertime. It's hot out here. Get you some shorts. Now, my dad is straight up old school. My dad is a 1970s toxic male, all that shit. Everything you can think about to demonize the past. My dad is that. He's straight. My dad is 192% man. He don't fuck around. My dad don't eat certain foods because he think this shit gay. I'm like, Pop, you want a pickle out of this jar? Get that goddamn pickle out my face and out my house. We straight round this bitch. Bring me a peach. So, he don't fuck around. So I'm messing with him the whole time. Pop, about these right here. Get these shorts right here. These some salmon shorts, man. You'll be playing with them salmon shorts. Hey, dog, them shorts is gay. Pop, what the fuck? Okay, the shorts gay. All right. Dad, what about this right here? Get this little two-piece right here. A two-piece? Nigga, that two-piece is gay. And I'm like, can you stop saying gay so loud? It is Pride Month this month. Can you relax? He like, man, I ain't wearing that shit. I'm finna put, hey, and he stopped me. Look here. I'm not wearing none of that shit you're picking out. I'm wearing these shorts and this shirt. It was cool. Heel figure shorts, heel figure shirt, white heel figure shorts, heel figure polo style shirt. He gonna wear it with his loafers. Cool. Go in there, we get to the front. Register. I'm like, Dad, I'm disappointed in you, man. I thought you was going to take a leap. I thought you was going to take a stretch. I thought you was going to do something a little different this time. But you let me down, brother. He like, well, hey, shit. You didn't let me down too. But I'm not wearing that shit. I'm like, I'm just saying, Pop, you don't want to wear nothing like this? He's like, son, I'm not wearing no goddamn leather in Texas. He's like, I know you didn't know this, but when we was in the restaurant, you was disappointing a lot of black families. Everybody kept looking at you going, and then whispering to their families, damn, I know he hot. Everybody said that shit. And I don't want to do that, son. I'm like, well, Pop, the secret to wearing leather pants is not to wear drawers. You don't wear drawers, you good. You get that breathe. You get to let everything, if anything build up, it's just going to drip on down to your ankles. And then at the most part, you got to deal with smelly feet, but that ain't really no big old issue. I was like, do you wear drawers when you preach? He was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I was like, I'm just curious, Dad. He was like, I'm going to check out. You curious about the wrong shit. Yes, I wear drawers when I preach. I have to feel protected. So he paid for his shit, leave. We go to the house. Sitting down with my brother in the living room, waiting on my dad to finish getting dressed so we can take him to give him his gifts and take him to the next activity. We sit down, living room. Me and my brother are watching rappers freestyle rap on L.A. Leakers. Middle of one of the freestyles, I hear a sound I haven't heard in a long time. From my dad's bedroom, I hear, Trey! Nigga, my heart dropped. I'm like, oh, shit. I'm in trouble. So I jump up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I'm walking to him thinking to myself, like, oh, man, what did I do? And I'm like, Trey, relax. The fuck you gonna do? Whoop you on Father's Day at the age that you are? Not happening. I'll fight back these days. So I go, Dad, what's up, man? He's got the shirt hanging outside of the bedroom door. He's like, I'm sitting there bullshitting and arguing with you, and I done picked up a motherfucking small. And I go, well, Dad, have you at least tried it on? Take the goddamn shirt and get out my face. So I was thinking to myself, like, damn, I got a Father's Day gift, and I ain't got no kids. It's going to be a great day. Fuck the fatherless end up with a Father's Day gift. So we can get my dad his gift. He's excited. We get up, we leave. We take my dad to the bowling alley. Now, this is a special moment because my grandfather used to bowl. And great, bowled a 298 before he passed away. So we wanted to take him to go bowling and do an activity, but we also wanted to we wanted to kind of like, in a way, pay homage to my grandfather. Like maybe just like kind of embody that energy, like, one of those kind of things. But we didn't want to take him like to the bowling alley that my grandfather used to bowl at. That might have been bad. My dad might have got a strike and just collapsed in tears. Oh, Dad! You showed me how to throw that strike. We didn't want that shit. That's too obnoxious. So we said we'll take him somewhere where there's a lot of lights and music and alcohol and confusion. And he'll ease through the day that way. And then everybody will show up and all this type of shit. So, man, we get there. We're at the bowling alley. And, man, everybody's kind of taking their dad bowling for Father's Day. That's what I'm noticing. There's a lot of fathers with these adult children. And you can tell that they kids didn't plan shit. The kids didn't plan. This was impromptu. The dad was like, I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of all this grilling and stuff and nonsense and shit. I want to do something. Y'all do something with your mama. You took that bitch canoeing and paddleboarding and all kind of shit. Take me to go do something other than buy me shit to do for y'all. So they panic. Bowling. And you know that they didn't plan this shit because the fucking bowling alley was out of socks. They was out of socks. We had to go, no socks for the dads. And man, I'm seeing. First of all, let's just check this out. The bowling alley is one of the most dirtiest places of all times. It's dirty. The bowling alley dirty because it's got dirty shit going on in there all throughout it. You sticking your fingers in that nasty ass ball where other nasty, dirty ass fingers done been at. People done dug in their nose and ass and kids' nose and ass and all kind of dirty ass balls, nigga. You sticking your foot in that, and they do shit where they act like they clean shit, right? But it ain't, you can't really sanitize them damn shoes. You can spray all that shit on it, but I tell you what you can't do. You can't defoot that motherfucker. You can't spray off the past. So I saw a dad do some shit that was all-time nasty, dirty, filthy, funky, everything. Man, I saw a dad. He said, y'all ain't got no socks? He said, ain't no socks. He said, well, fuck it then. And I saw this man put his raw foot in one of them motherfucking bowling shoes. Oh, my Lord. I was sitting there looking at that man like, dog, the foot fungus that's going to build up on your goddamn foot is going to be on a new level. Your foot going to look like the inside of a computer. This motherfucker got PC foot. I'm telling you, dog. This shit gonna look like the Matrix code. It's gonna be green and oh man. It's like this motherfucker got gravel on his feet. And right there, he stuck his foot in there, and I was like, boy, I wouldn't eat shit from that house. If I'm dating a bitch, we go to your daddy done stuck his foot, his raw foot, in a bowling shoe from the bowling alley. Bitch, you can keep all these treats. I don't even want bottled water out this motherfucker. You might be one of them houses that refill the bottle up with tap water and squeeze that bitch closed tight and then represent it. And you be like, motherfucker, I know this ain't a fresh water. This bottle squeezed the fuck up. This bottle pressed down and shit. It looked like somebody used this damn bottle as a controller. This shit is all mashed in and dented and shit. And fuck, the water bottle look like a chip bag. I don't want this shit. Nasty funk ass house. So we start bowling and it get good. The bowling get good. But then it starts slowly getting competitive. Because I won the first game. I was hyped. And then my brother won the second game. And for the third and final game, we bowled a long time. We bowled 5 motherfucking hours. I was tired than a bitch. I didn't realize you use your whole goddamn body to bowl. I was sore than a motherfucker. It was like I was wrestling the next day. So the third game is all the men. Is my brother, my dad, my great uncle, my uncle, and I think that's it. That was all the men. So we good. Now me and my brother, we get competitive. Friendly competition. Little subtle shit. Like I go up, I bowl. Let's say my brother go up and he bowl a strike. When he walk back, he don't make no eye contact with me. And I say to him, oh, punk ass motherfucker, you know. He'll do the same shit to me. Bitch ass nigga, take that. Take that. Let's see what you go up there and go do. I bet you bowl a gutter, you weak arm bitch. Little friendly shit like that. We don't get like super personal. My brother ain't gonna bowl and then come back and look at me and be like, yeah, old tax evading motherfucker. I'd be like, why would you ever say that? Come on, RS, I'm new to this. You working with them, bro, with statements like that. So we bowling and we getting good. And I'm starting to get I'm starting to stretch. God damn it, I'm back there lining my shit up I'm finna win. I'm winning. I don't give a damn what y'all, I'm winning this shit. So I started to lock in. I get dialed in. My dad, my great, and my two uncles, they get tired. You could tell. They form, get raggedy. But it's still pretty competitive to me and my brother. And man, my brother, at one point, it was like the 8th frame. My brother had like 101. I had like 81 or something like that. 90 or something like that. I can't remember. And I'm like, I can catch this motherfucker, but let's see what happens. But I'm gonna need him to fuck up before I catch him. And man, I left a frame open and he spared. And I was like, fuck. I think this nigga got me. But then he left a couple frames open. And I stopped talking. I wasn't saying shit the whole game. I ain't saying shit. I'm finna go in here and seize this shit. My brother went out. And we get to the 10th frame. And people start picking it up during the 10th frame. My great uncle who was rolling motherfucking gutters all through that shit. This summer bitch rolled a double in the 10th frame. Back-to-back strikes. Looked like he was about to get a turkey to end that shit. I'm like, oh shit. My other uncle spared. My dad went up there and cleaned up good. So my brother go up. I'm looking. I think he got like 9. So it put his score at 131, right? He got 9. So if you don't know bowling, the way the 10th frame work, you get 3 chances. If you bowl a strike or you bowl a spare, you get to roll again. So my brother, I believe, hit 9 and then didn't get the spare. So his frame ended. He didn't get another chance to roll. So I'm looking, I'm like, I got this motherfucker. I'm like, I got to go up here. I got to get a strike. Let's go. My brother's score ended with 131. I don't know what I had. I probably had 118, 119. I can't remember. But I was like, I know I got to go out here and get this strike. Man, I get up there. I'm lining everything up. I'm taking my deep breaths. Elbows in, wrist straight. I go out there, load it back. Everything felt good. Bam! Strike, bitch. I back up. I don't even say that. I do one of them ones where I don't even turn around after I bowl. I just back straight up into the ball and wait for it. And I hear everybody back there talking shit like, oh shit, Trey. Trey done got serious. Look at Trey. He done got motherfucking, you know, when he gets there, when he put his mind to something, you know, that's something bit. All that, right? Grab the ball again, motherfucker. I go, line it up, elbow in, wrist straight. I'm like, yeah, come on, motherfucker. Let's go out here and get this goddamn strike. Bowl the ball, it's rolling. Get like that in the pocket, feeling good. Bam! Left 1 pin up. I'm like, that's all right. Let's clean this motherfucker up. Let's clean it up. Let's go get this goddamn spare. Let's go, Trey. Let's go. Line it up. Everything. All right, we good. I'm going to aim at this shit. You motherfuckers counting me out, thinking I can't come out here and do it. I'm finna show you, motherfuckers. I roll the ball. It's going. Left the goddamn frame open. I was like, shit. Let's see the score. I go back there and check. I won 135, 131. I was like, hell yeah. My brother dapped me up, dropped me off home, walked in the house, feeling good and victorious. Made my dad feel good, made my dad happy. Kind of took his mind a little bit off of my grandfather, at least for the day, for the moment. He had all his kids with him. I'm like, man, it was a good day. I won 2 games. Let me sit down and chill. But, you know, let me go and walk my dog, you know, because it's dark outside, but it still feels a little good. And walk in the house and my dog had shit all in his cage. I was like, motherfucker. That's life. Even when you're having a good day, you still got to deal with some shit. Thank you guys for listening to another episode. My name is Trey Tutson. These stories will be continued because I had a lot of stuff to happen, but we're gonna cap the episode off right there. Like I said, man, be sure to check out any live Tutson Interruption. I'm about to start posting them onto the YouTube page. The full shows that went down, the full shows. I'm gonna post them, put them up there. I'm gonna try to do something. I'm gonna try to make them more interactive. I'm gonna set up some stuff, man. I'm gonna do it like so. For now, the show's just gonna be just the show straight through. But I think going forward, I'm gonna put together some that's gonna be a nice presentation and post, and I'm gonna get with some people. We're gonna make it look great. Every fourth Friday at the Riot Comedy Club, which is downtown in the Montrose area, 2010 Wall Street, at 11 p.m. Every fourth Friday at 11 p.m. The next one, I believe, is July 28th or something like that. So come out to that one. Actually, the next live Touch Interruption is July 19th in Bryan, Texas. If you are in that area, the Austin, San Marcos, Bryan, College Station, you within that area, please come out there, the third floor, and check it out. If you somehow are hearing this, spread the word. Continue to listen to the album. Continue to share it. Follow the page on Instagram for clips and more BTS. Thank y'all very much, man. It's been another episode. Until next time, adios.